I'm Jill Schlesinger, editor-at-large.
And I'm Jack Otter, executive editor.
For the first time since the financial crisis began, a majority of Americans say the government is now too involved in the economy. But what if the government hadn't been there in the first place? Jack, it is clear people want Uncle Sam out of the economy, out of their lives. But is that a fair characterization at this point?
I don't think it is, and I'm hearing this all the time. It's a very heartfelt, strong opinion. But I think people aren't looking back and thinking about what the alternative is. Because there was only one alternative, and that was GM goes out of business. Probably China owns the majority of the U.S. auto industry. AIG goes under. Insurance contracts, I mean, its tentacles were everywhere. Who knows what Main Street businesses would have just gone under because suddenly they're not insured, their landlord kicks them out. I mean, the economy would have been devastated without that government interference. I don't like it, but I think the alternative was worse.
Well, I think that that's exactly the point, which is had the government not stepped in and we let the entire financial system melt down, and we're talking about not just saying, oh, the U.S. government owns a third of Citigroup. We're talking Citigroup goes away, JP Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, all these companies would essentially be broke. We would be flatlined. And if you think it's hard to get a mortgage right now, imagine what it would be like if we didn't have the saving of the financial system. We would be talking about the only people who could buy houses are people who could put cash down. And that's it.
Absolutely. And I mean, the reverberations of all the contracts that suddenly would have become void, I don't think I honestly don't think that even Ben Bernanke knows what would have happened. I mean, all these complicated deals, and it's a domino effect where all sorts of businesses would have failed that you would think have no connection to Wall Street.
And so here's the thing. As I look at it, I say, yeah, sure, easy to tell you, to say to the government, oh, you should get out when we are 70% higher in the stock market, where we have sort of started the bottoming process in the housing market. Would you be saying, gee whiz, we wish the government had intervened if we were in the second of maybe an 8-year depression? And that's really the question. So I think that my reality check to these people is, as you say, the alternative was probably worse. So from my point of view, kind of like get used to it, suck it up. It's not great. The government doesn't want to be there either, but
yeah, the part of this is almost like conspiracy theory. It thinks that Barack Obama really wants to own a bad automobile company, that he really wants to own AIG, which is such a mess. It's going to take a decade to dig out of that. No, that is a headache and albatross nobody wants. But again, we come back to the alternative, far worse.
So here it is. Your reality check is the government is in your economy. The alternative would have been worse. Get used to it and quit your whining. That's your reality check. Thanks for watching.